Good morning. I hope everyone's having a wonderful new year so far, and as usual, apologies for the shaky camera work. So what did I want to talk to you about today? I've made a promise to come on and chat about my health issues over the past year and how it's affected me in in ways that I never ever would have expected, and some of it's actually been pretty positive. So yeah, nice surprises in there, and I'm sure that if you come on and you want to ask anything, I'll be an open book for it. So yeah. Other than that, let me think. This year is going to be a year of health and wellness for me. I have known for some time about Riley playing in the background. I've known for quite some time what the talk is, or some of the talk. I mean, I'm not an expert and I'm constantly learning and expanding my knowledge, but it's time to walk the walk and not just put it down on paper, but I want to share my thoughts and feelings and things that have helped me along the way, and things that I discover from now also. I want to share books and websites and other videos that I find inspirational. What else? To see how I progress, because I cannot believe, and I'll go much deeper into it in the live chat. However, I cannot believe how unfit, unflexible, how ill I was, and how much it actually affected me. And I'm only just starting to go down the route of getting myself back together. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but my body just is not. I feel like a stranger in my own body. I'm not as strong as I was. I'm not as flexible as I was. I was never hugely either way. But it just feels so weird to feel so much tightness in my body, and I'm on my way to rectify all that. So that's one part of it. And yeah, this year is going to be the year of wellness for me. We'll be talking about diet. I am not a nutritionalist, I am not a dietitian. I can only give my view on the information that I have. So that information has been from various sources, through research, through research of my own. And everybody's different. I get that. What works for someone isn't going to work for another. I am not here trying to say, look, do this, it's amazing. Far from it. And it's taken me a lot of trial and error to find what works for me. But if I can share that with you, and you think it might work with you, and you think you might benefit from it, and it does work, you try it and it does work, then fantastic. But by no means take me as an expert, and please do your own research. And always be conscious of the way that your body feels. Anyway, more on that later. There's some big plans coming for this year, and I'll share them as and when they're coming up. But the biggest one at the moment is I've been studying for my driving test. I have been afraid to go for this test for so long. When everybody else was sitting their test at 17, that's what age it is in the UK. If you're watching from outside the UK, it might be different. I didn't have any interest in driving. I can get the train, bus, walk, whatever. It doesn't bother me. However, now that I have kids, I did have an initial, I tried when I was younger, and then thought, nah, because the year that they brought out the hazard perception test, and this test has put me off for a long time. I tried the practices and I wasn't any good, and I just couldn't get my head around it, and I obviously wasn't meant to do it at that point in time, so that's fine. So then more and more increasingly, I've been wanting more freedom and the ability to just take the kids wherever, whenever. It's just became super important now. I think I'll still continue to use buses. I won't, or walk, because I'm a big walker. I won't be one of these people that drives around town unnecessarily, because ultimately I am conscious of the environment and the impact that it can have on that. So there is, but there are places that I could take. Kaya, for example, that are geared for disabled kids and kids in wheelchairs that are off the beaten track. You know, you literally cannot get public transport to them, which has been frustrating me. We've been in Edinburgh now for, let me think, 5 years now, nearly 5 years, not a kick in the pants off of it, a couple of months away from it, and we've pretty much exhausted most of the things that we can do that are specifically geared for disabled kids in the city itself, which was the greatest pull for me. And it's about, I had to figure, well, for me, giving my children the opportunities, all the opportunities that they could be provided with, has always been my highest priority. So it's only logical now that I start looking at further afield and start looking at new projects and what I could be working towards, because we've done everything here that's within that limit. Don't get me wrong, there's different events that come up in different cycles, but and it's a big but, the majority of the things that the kids get enjoyment out of, we're just visiting over and over and over again. So it's time to shake things up. So yeah, driving license. I started studying just after Christmas, and so far so good. It just seems to have clicked. I'm not making any promises here because I'm not going to put myself under the pressure, but at the end of this month, I'm going to, at some point, at some unknown date and time, I am going to sit my theory test, which includes this dreaded hazard perception. And I just hope I pass. But if I don't, I will have had the experience. I know what I'll be building towards next time. Through the practices, and I might set something up so that you can see me doing these practices, but through the practices, I'm definitely doing a lot better than what I have ever done before. It just seems to have clicked this time. So yeah, it is time. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. basically lots of new and exciting projects coming up this year, and the first one being getting my driver's license in order, so fingers crossed. And I will vlog something tomorrow, hopefully, with any luck, if I get the opportunity. More about this health and wellness side that I've decided that I'm going to go forwards with. I will speak to you later. Bye.